Hey, Nick, dude, we just got this letter, and I think you really need to hear this shit.
Is it like fan mail or something?
Not quite. Just listen. I have been informed that you have been mocking my work on your sad and pathetic website.
Sad and pathetic?
Yep. I do not appreciate this. I must ask that you cease doing so, or you will be contacted by my lawyers.
That's not good.
On a personal note, if you are going to plagiarize someone's work, at least have the decency to do it well. You didn't just rip me off, you did it in such a non-humorous manner that I have taken the liberty of notifying the United Nations and ask that you be charged with crimes against humanity.
Wow.
I know. It's kind of intense, huh?
Yeah.
So in summation, stop plagiarizing and get real jobs because you're horrible at what you do.
Holy crap! That was harsh. I mean, what should we do now?
You know, I'm not really sure. I mean, we'd had everything worked out, and I guess we're going to have to scrap it all now because otherwise we might just be fucked.
Well, I did come up with a backup script for just such an occasion.
Really? That's incredibly responsible and wholly unlike you, Nick.
Hey.
Well, I mean, we don't have any other options right now, so go ahead, pull it up. And you did at least remember when you were writing this backup script of yours that we wanted to stay true to the original ending of Hamlet, right?
Of course I did. You always doubt me, but you just wait till you finish reading through this script. It's fucking awesome.
Sure it is. Anyway, let's get to it.
Alright, and since we're using the backup script, this is the perfect opportunity to use the backup theme song we have.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hello, I'm Nick.
And I'm Mark.
This is Delusions of Grandeur Theater presents
Hamlet!
Not Star Wars,
The Prince of Denmark!
by William Shakespeare.
Episode 8. We join our hero, Hamlet, as he lands safely in a pile of hay after leaping out of the window of the castle tower to escape his evil uncle, King Claudius. Damn, Claudius! If I were only a better swordsman, I might have won the fight. I have to find a way to defeat him.
It could have
Hey,
gone...
hey, where the hell did you come from, Horatio?
Never mind that. Your battle with Claudius could have gone much worse. He could have cut off your right hand.
Nick, no more Star Wars references, period.
But it was...
Were you not just listening to the letter we got? Sheesh.
But I wrote the script before.
Some
we
backup
got the
script
letter.
this is.
Screw you! You know, I can't see the future.
I just need to level the playing field somehow. I will not rest until I get revenge for the death of my father!
And your mother, right?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Do you have a plan, my lord?
Not yet, but I'm sure I'll think of something. I mean, after all, it's generally agreed upon by most scholars that I am one of the most brilliant characters in all of literature.
Not by this scholar.
Nick, you're not a scholar at all.
Shut up, Mark. Welcome back, Laertes.
Any news of Hamlet?
Well, we lost him for a bit, but my spies have just brought me fresh news from him.
Really? That's excellent. What's he up to?
Well, according to this nicely worded letter he sent me by way of my spies, he wants to duel at dawn in the graveyard just outside the old church. Oh, and he said we can get breakfast at the Graveyard Cafe beforehand if we'd like.
You know, it's awfully nice of him to invite us to breakfast.
Indeed.
I hear that the Graveyard Cafe has some of the best meat selections around. I do wonder from time to time where they get their meat from.
All I know is we've been using that graveyard for centuries and it's never filled up.
So what's the plan, my lord?
Well, according to this nicely worded letter that Claudius just sent me, by way of his spies, he wants to duel at dawn in the graveyard just outside the old church. So I guess that's the plan. Oh, and we might be getting breakfast at the Graveyard Cafe.
But-
Not sure what that's about.
Wait a minute, who sent you this letter?
Come on, Horatio, it's almost done. We're approaching the graveyard. We have no time for questions. Now, if we're going to have breakfast with them before we fight, then you're going to have to put on a nonchalant attitude. It'll throw them off.
Yes, my lord.
What are you doing, Nick?
Nothing, just being nonchalant.
What?
I'm in character. This is Horatio being nonchalant.
Well, you know what? I don't care. Stop it. It's annoying.
Fine, all right.
All right. My lord, I came here at your request. What are you doing now? Stop that. Stop humming, Nick.
Fine, I'll stop humming.
God damn it! Look, just stop making any noise whatsoever. None of it is nonchalant, and none of it makes any fucking sense, okay? Stop it! Thank you. My lord, I came here as you requested. If you wish to duel to the death, then so be it. Then so be it. Nick, it's Claudius's line. Look, you know what? I don't care if you don't read your lines because I told you to stop making noise. You know what? Fuck this shit. I can do a better Claudius than you anyway.
Hold, Hamlet!
As I requested, I am here at your request. I got your nicely worded letter regarding the matter. Letter? My lord, when did you have time to write Claudius a challenge? I mean, you stumbled across your uncle after he had slain your mother, fought, argued, jumped out the window, and then I found you. You didn't write it while I was with you. When did you get the chance?
Well, I probably wrote it during the, no, I couldn't have written it then. I bet I wrote it while I was, no, never mind, I couldn't have written it then either. You know what? I don't even remember writing it, to tell you the truth. But I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for it. If only Mark would get off his ass and, what the... Oh, ha, 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 Nick. Very funny.
Well, you should get off your ass. I've written something like the last 3 episodes.
Nick, all you've done is take other people's ideas and adapt them to your own purpose. You've done actually no real writing whatsoever.
Your point?
Nothing. It just means that we're real writers now, I guess.
High five! Very clever, Hamlet, trying to make me think you didn't write this letter. But it won't work! This is the nicest letter I have ever received. I will not accept that it is false. Take that, fiend! Oh my! Good job, my lord! Watch out! Excellent defense. You know what? I could really go for some exciting whistling to accompany this fight.
Oh, not again. Oops! Sorry, Horatio. In the midst of fighting Claudius, I seem to have slipped on the freshly rained-on ground and accidentally stabbed you in the head! Say hello to my dad for me.
You're such a dick.
Yeah, whatever.
You cannot defeat me, Hamlet.
Why? Because you don't believe I have the capacity to murder? That I'm not really insane, but feigning insanity in an attempt to confuse you as to my actual intent? No, because you're outnumbered 2 to 1. Take this!
You're electrocuting me, sir.
Really, Nick? Lightning coming out of his hands? Look, I didn't want to do anything else Star Wars related. I said that at the start of the episode. And remember the fucking letter? Jesus, you suck.
But it's not Star Wars.
Oh, really? Well, what is it then?
Merlin.
What? How so?
Well, Laertes is a wizard, and he's using magic.
Oh, okay. Ah! How is this happening? Oh no, my spell is backfiring. It wasn't supposed to end like this.
I'm dying.
Me too. Me too. This didn't go at all the way I saw it in my mind. Say hello to your father for me, young Hamlet. What do you mean? Won't you be seeing him soon as well? No. I won't be headed in the same direction as you. I did some bad things while I was in France. And no wonder you failed. Nothing good can ever come out of France.
What about Moliere, Mark?
Yeah, nothing good can ever come out of France. You suck.
This didn't have to happen, Hamlet. This is all your fault. All your fault.
This isn't my fault. I didn't write that letter.
Well, I didn't write the letter that you got either, so there. Alack, a duck doth quack.
Well, I better start on my own last words, or else they'll be as bad as Claudius's. This is the summer of my discontent. For fall is weeks away, and my life has now been spent. O Claudius, from hell's heart I stab at thee, unless I ended up in heaven. If I do, and you are burning in fire most everlasting, I will laugh and laugh and laugh, for you were a bad king. You lied, you cheated, you killed my folks, kept from me my throne, and hardly shed a tear. Not to mention that time you kinda called me a queer. Through several songs and horrible parodies, this is where ends one of the greatest tragedies. My life was brief, for riches stole, you thief. But it comes full circle now. That time has come to rest. Your name will live on in the page, but people will remember my words and name the best. To be or not to be, that will be the question. I'll be studied by scholars round the world, while you'll be hardly mentioned. On that note, I leave this world, my revenge having thus attained. I bid you all a fond farewell, and hope you were entertained. Oh yeah, my award-winning last words. Here they are. Oh, I die, Horatio. The potent shock quite o'ercrows my spirit. I cannot live to hear the news from England. So tell them, with the occurrence, more and less, which have solicited, the rest is silence.
I did it! My plan worked! My nicely worded letters brought the two of them to blows, and now they're dead. But wait, who's this extra body? Oh no, Laertes, no! Oh, sisters three, come to me, with hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore, since you have sure with shears his thread of silk. Tongue not a word, come, trusty sword, come, blade my breast embrew.
Stabs herself.
Farewell, friends, and thus Ophelia ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
That's it?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to be true to the original ending and not fuck with it.
We more or less left it alone. I mean, that's as best as I could remember.
What? Nick, that isn't how it ends at all. Have you still not read the script?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll get to it, I swear.
What's the point now? We just finished it. You know, whatever. You're never going to read it anyways.
Well, I've always thought the best way to enjoy Shakespeare was to never bother reading it at all.
Kind of like the Bible, huh?
Sure.
Well, now how should we end this?
How about the immortal words of the bard himself?
What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty! In form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like an angel. In apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me.
That was beautiful, Kevin.
Oh, thanks. I really felt it. I felt it in my tummy.
Yeah, this must be what Jesus felt like when you taught him to walk on water.
It's very similar. He looked at me and he went, "Oh, that's how you do it."
Thank you so much. We really appreciate
no,
it.
this is great. Yeah,
Thanks.
good.
Hey, Nick, isn't this normally the moment when you would be clamoring to do a huge musical number? I mean, it is the end of the show. I did kind of expect that from you.
I can see how you'd expect that, but honestly, Mark, that was perfect. That's all we need.
Really? So that's the end of the show?
That's the end of the show, Mark. I'm Nick,
And I'm Mark.
and this is Delusions of Grandeur Theater presents
Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark,
by William Shakespeare.
Episode 8.
Bye.
See you.